Moo, everybody. Welcome to Parts and Pieces podcast number 4. Today, before we jump into today's deep dive, a huge shout out to my channel sponsor, the Minifig Club. We need a horn, don't we? The ultimate monthly subscription for all you Lego minifig lovers out there. Every month, you'll get a curated pack of minifig parts, accessories, stickers, trading cards, and a ton of surprises to grow your own collection. And because you're part of this awesome community, I think it's pretty awesome, you'll get this exclusive discount using my code MooCow25 at checkout. You'll get 25% off that first monthly bundle.
Yeah, you will.
He put a gong at it.
That's the only thing I got. At least I'm trying.
Yeah, I guess it works.
Good job, Cliff.
Yeah, so tonight, number 4, we're going to do base plates. I think it was voted on last week or 2 weeks ago for base plates, and we kind of came up with a little bit of info for you. So this will be fun. I guess I could start out by saying that a base plate is literally the foundation of a mock, of a creation, of anything you do, really, that I feel like anybody builds, unless it's a car, has a base plate to it. So I feel like it's literally a foundational point to Lego itself. It provides a stable surface for everything from modular buildings to landscapes. Unlike the Lego plates, base plates are much thinner and they do not have tubes at the bottom of them, so therefore they cannot be connected except for on the top. Tonight we're going to go over some 32 by 32s, some 48 by 48s, and some raised base plates.
Well, quick question for maybe for the people that come in chat here. What is their favorite base plate they like to build on? Maybe.
Yeah. Because there's all kinds of them. There's 16 by 16s. There's the 32s, the 48s. There's all kinds of different size of base plates. There's even a 16 by 8, I think it is, and that's considered a base plate too, depending on what you get. Because again, there's a 16 by 8 base plate and a plate. So there's numerous different sizes. I don't know what my favorite would be. I do like the gigantic 48 by 48s, but I think universally, it's better with a 32 by 32. But that's me.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you consider Mills plates part of base plates?
No, Mills plates are that of bricks in your landscaping. Okay. That's what Mills plating is. And the base plate itself is what holds it all together. So it is in Mills plates. It is used with Mills plates, but it's not necessarily a Mills plate. No.
Okay. No, I didn't know if you'd put that in the same category or not. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that use. Yeah. It's got that use. So the 32 by 32 real quick, and then we'll get into some fancy ones. 32 by 32 is the industry's standard for a Lego City or Creator Expert modular buildings, which really, do they still do Creator Expert buildings? Modulars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the sidewalk something, whatever just came out.
Now, and not at that too, they also do 16 by 32, I think it is, on some of those base plates. I think they cut them in half, and do some of them that route. I don't exactly know. So the physical dimension of a 32 by 32 is approximately 10 inches by 10 inches. Can anybody tell me how many studs are on a 32 by 32?
You just times them together.
32.
Well, tell me the number, Cliff.
Well, heck, I don't have a calculator. It's 32 times 32. So whatever that is. That is
What is 32 times 32?
164?
32 times 32 is 1,024.
Yes, it is. So 1,024 studs. That's crazy, huh? So if you have, so like my 6 foot table has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. That's already 7,000 on one end. Then you times that by another 3 because there's it's a 7 by 3 on that
Mhm.
table. That is a lot of studs on that table, yo.
Of
Mhm.
course.
So yeah, so 1,024 studs on a 32 by 32. What about colors? Does anybody know what kind of colors a 32 by 32 comes in?
Green,
Blue,
blue, white,
green, white, gray,
gray.
And tan.
tan.
Yes. And
Oh,
brown. Yeah. So there's some rare ones out there, but yeah. So green is most common. And green, blue, and gray are most common. Now not so much blue. I think it's more green and gray now. That's more common for us. But definitely in those areas.
what's
Uh,
up, Big Nate? What's up, Billy?
Moo.
Hi,
What's up?
guys.
So these base plates are again they're best for the standard modular buildings, houses, small mocks, stuff like that because of their size. They're easier to transport. Unlike our next item, a 48 by 48. 48 by 48 is pretty flimsy. You can make it very sturdy, especially if you mills plate it, which is cool. But it also, you have to take accountability. It gets heavy. It gets pretty heavy, some of these stuff. So, it's commonly referred to as an extra large base plate, and it's designed for massive projects that require a larger footprint. The physical dimensions of this is approximately 15 by 15 inches. So again, some math here, and that would be 2,304 studs on that thing. So literally, it's not quite doubled. I believe it's like a third. I believe a 32 by 32 is like a third of that. Uh, yeah, it's a third of the area. I'm sorry. A 32 by 32 plate is a third of the area of a 48 by 48.
Okay.
So you can fit 3 of those inside of that. That's crazy. Now, what are the common colors for a 48 by 48?
Common. I see him in light
Gray.
gray.
There you go. Gray, green, and occasionally there'll be like I think this is more for like Lego Land itself. But there's some tan ones out there for the like beach area and stuff like that.
I've never
Um,
seen a 48 by 48 that's green or blue.
Well, now they use those in Legoland. That's what I mean. So a
Oh,
lot of it is for Legoland. A lot of the purpose of that. We get mainly gray ones.
that's the only
Mainly,
ones I've ever saw was a great one. So that's the reason.
yeah.
So Legoland uses what would Legoland use it for? I mean, do they for their stuff there on the?
Yeah, for a lot of their bigger mocks and stuff, or I guess not mock creations and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Um. It is best for again for large scale mocks, massive castle courtyards, and or serving as a sturdy table topper for people to play on. I actually let the kids play on 48 by 48 if they're both wanting to play, rather than getting out 4 different 32s. They can just play on the same base plate. So call it good.
There you go.
Um,
What would you use a 48 by 48 base plate for?
You can use it in mills plating. Mills, so it takes up a lot more diameter than a 32 by 32. So rather than having to buy multiple 32 by 32s, you get a couple 48s, and your diameter is basically filled up. That's my thing. You can also use it again like a castle courtyard, a nice big area. To have an army or sorts. I have actually used my 48s underneath the Disney Castle because the Disney Castle takes. So I put two 48s by side each other, and put the castle right in the middle of it, and then the rest of the studs are still shown on the outside with a lot of area around it. So, but that's putting two together. So, there is a gap issue with base plates, because base plates are not like plates where they are perfectly aligned, square, 90-degree angle. Their corners are actually rounded. And so there, if you try to build a wall across the two base plates that are pushed together, there's a very tiny gap between the studs of the two plates.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. I forgot where I was. Sorry.
Are you good?
For permanent displays, many builders use standard plates, which are thicker. So that way the edges are seamless, or the not the edges, the plates
Gaps.
where they're combined. Yeah, the gaps. There it is. It's a little bit more seamless. The color availability. Oh my goodness, availability is gray 48 by 48 plates are the most popular for Star Wars MOCs. Whereas like green 32 by 32s are for like more like city and parks and grass and stuff like that. Mills for traditional R40 train track, fourth turn. Okay, there you go. You can mills that. Does anybody quite know when the first official base plate was released? Produced, whatever you want to say.
First, for the first one?
89.
Just give me. Yeah.
85.
89. 85. Wow, y'all are a bit too far. 1950.
Wow.
Oh, even way far. Okay.
Yeah. So the first product recognized as a base plate was in 1950. The size of it was a 10 by 20.
Wow.
And
That's
size
the
by
studs.
20.
Okay. 10 studs by 20 studs. Okay. The
Okay.
colors were produced in various different colors, including gray, red, yellow. Those were the most common. The thickness at the time, they were about the height of about half the height of a regular brick. So about a brick and a half high, two plates high, plate and a half high, somewhere in there.
They were pretty thick.
They were pretty thick, right? I would love to see one. I don't think we've ever ran across one in my years of Lego.
I haven't.
For the very first versions between 1950 and 52, they actually had no Lego logo on the print or on the stamp. That was the first stamp was in 1953. Was when the logo was added to the underside of the brick, or the base plate. Sorry.
Okay.
The modern 32 by 32 and 48 by 48 era, the specific thin and flexible plates that we all know of, those are the golden age, as Lego would like to put it, because they feel like these base plates are the best base plates, right?
From when?
It's from I don't quite remember. Oh, it does say right here. Oh, actually, you know what? I can answer your question right now. A 32 by 32 base plate in 1978 was introduced alongside the modern minifig to support the new town, space, and castle themes. Okay. The first ones were released in green and gray, which is still common. A 48 by 48 was not until the late 70s and early 80s. And that one was introduced shortly after to provide a larger surface for massive builds. It says for decades, the gray 48 by 48 was the only version of this size available. Before 1970, Lego actually experimented with row plates, and these were 50 by 50 studs. Okay.
Okay.
But they were quickly phased out in favor of the 32 by 32, and it still fits perfectly with modular buildings today. So if you still had, if you had a 50 by 50 today, it would still work about the same.
Nice.
Let me see here. Something. So, what's it best used for? Modular buildings, small mocks, houses, shops, and dioramas. The terrain selections are grass, sand, and water. Mill style plates are the, mill style plates. Sorry.
Very good.
And it's easy to handle. The 32 by 32 is easy to handle and rearrange. It fits perfectly into about any Lego City grid. Depending on your grid. I mean, if you have 16s or an odd shape, then you're definitely not going to get 32 in there. But
Right.
and they're it's exactly 1/3 of the area of a 48 by 48. The castle, or I'm sorry, the 48 by 48 is more for castle, large towers, or like big landscapes. My fairgrounds, I would definitely use that bigger gray area as concreted area in my fairgrounds. Large city blocks are like train yards, like Big Nate was going at with his train layout there. But that you can mills plate with that. So the 48 by 48 gives you an uninterrupted building surface. It's great for centerpiece builds, and there's fewer seams between plates because it's all one plate. So, white and row plates. Yeah, I didn't really even look into row plates much. How many? So on a 32 by 32, there are 1,024 studs. About how many figures do you think can fit on that one 32 by 32? Take a wild guess.
Divide that by 2.
420.
Divide that by 2. 600? No, 300 something maybe.
300 is close. 420 is a little off. 256, roughly about 256, and that's with them crammed arm to arm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, what about front to back? Front to back.
Okay, so between about 150 and 250. Okay, you can get about 100 depending on your spacing and how you get them on there.
Challenge this one.
We can do this. I would love to see.
Where's the base plate? What was the base plate? 48 by 48?
No, that one's a 32 by 32. The 48 by 48 has 2,304 studs. And this one I found can fit about 576 figs. So almost double what the other one is, which is that's about right. But
I noticed when I was putting my armies up on my base on 32 by 32 that you do the front to back, but if you have anything in their hands, it does take away. So
you basically, I feel like you'd have to put everybody's arms up. Like every other figure would have to have their arm up in order to be side by side.
Even side to side with arms up, I still think you have to leave a stud in between them.
I'm thinking if they have no headgear on, they still count as a minifig, and they can be front to back, front to back, front to back. Yeah.
I'm talking about, but when you put front to back, that's just one row. You put a second row beside the other one, you're still going to leave
but I'm thinking
space.
the original person probably put one row of space in between each one. I'm not.
Your arms are getting in the way.
No, front to back, Cliffy.
Okay. I understand you're front to back, but you got rows. You can only put.
Yeah, I mean, like if they're side by side, then yeah, you'd have to have the gap. But if she's talking front to back, you're not going to have any gap.
You're still lining them up. A stud after a stud after a stud after a stud. The very next stud, you can put another minifig.
Yeah, front to back until you get 32 of them. Then you got to move to the side, to another row.
That's why I'm saying I'm pretty sure, Cliffy, you're not listening. Pay attention. If the person originally counted this, putting a row space in between each front to back, I'm already calculating the arms. Don't you worry about that, pussycat.
Okay.
I'm talking about the front to back,
Well, yeah,
like
front to back.
human centipeding it up.
Front to
See,
back.
so-
you don't have to put a space front to back. I was talking about when you get
Yeah,
that row done.
I know, but the entire base plate's what we're talking about, Cliff.
Right, and that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
All right.
So-
So moving on.
I feel like though, like it could be a little bit less than 256 figs. Like you're right. You got to have a little bit of spacage in there, but
You have to have space for the arms. You ain't gonna get them side by side after you do front to back.
so the sets with 32 by 32 base plates include the Icon modular buildings, which are the modular shopping street, set 11371, two door corner 10350, the Natural History
Two-door
Museum.
corner.
Yeah. The Natural History Museum 10326, the Jazz Club 10312, and the Spider-Man Daily Bugle 76178 all include a 32 by 32 base plate. The 48 by 48 okay. The Lego Classic Gray base plate 11024 is technically considered a set, even though it only contains the one piece.
Love you, big Nate.
What's up? Sorry.
I said, love you, big Nate.
680 is a max on a 32 by 32.
Boing,
Dang.
boing.
How many are we stacking up here? I'm kidding.
I'm saying they are butt, front to butt. Yeah.
Now, okay, I want to try this with like
Okay.
minifigure legs and not putting torsos or nothing, just doing the legs, because then you could
Legs should be
literally get
easier.
everything.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then you just divide it in half.
Because they're all in half or what?
Yeah, no, because the two legs.
Mm,
Each pair of legs takes up only two studs. So if
You're
it's
right.
1024, you just cut that number in half.
true, 6. Yeah, okay. Man, see, this is why we don't read Wikipedia. Anyway, so that's about the general information that I have recovered for 32 by 32 base plates and 48 by 48 base plates, just your standard base plates, basically. I think Cliffy and Miss Heather may have some on some raised base plates, maybe.
I got some information about some raised base plates. The first one came out in 1979,
Nice.
and it was the Classic Space Moon Creator Plate from set number 3947.
That's with the and it looks like the moon. It's such a good base plate.
Featuring a 32 by 32 stud design with modular lunar landscapes. These were followed by the iconic CRAP, CRAPP, crummy ramp and pit plate style in 1989, which featured ramps and pits used extensively in the Castle and Pirates themes until 2012.
Yeah. Love that.
I have one from the original Fort El Dorado.
I was going to say, like the old fortress with like the rock pattern going up a ramp.
Yep.
Nice.
Brett Bills gave that to me as a present. But 1979, the initial gray lunar surfboard race plate was released for space themes. Then 1989, the CRAP. Oh, that's just funny to me. CRAPP, crummy ramp and pit plate raised base plates were introduced, which were common in Pirates Castle and Fort Legorado sets. And in 2012, the last raised base plate was released, featuring in the Pharaoh's Quest Scorpion Pyramid set. These specialized base plates were designed to provide instant three-dimensional terrain for large theme builds, such as mountains, forts, or space landscapes.
Dang. And you said you had the old Ford Rado or whatever it was?
Yes, Brett Bill gave it to me.
That's cool, dude.
That's the only one I have. It is wrapped up underneath my table, or I would dug it out and shown you.
Big Nate was saying that the moon ones are OG, the goat,
Yeah.
and that the rat plates were so sweet, but they broke so easily. Dude, that would suck, especially nowadays, to have something that awesome and rare, but yet it breaks so easy. That would suck.
Yeah, they were real thin for some reason.
Well, and I think a lot of it too was they didn't quite know their ratio. Like I feel like the regular. Well, I don't know. That's not quite entirely true because the regular base plate came out shortly after that, and
I
even then
kind
it still get bend creased. Like the little white creases sometimes from on some of my base plates. So
I kind of wish they still came out with them sometimes.
yeah,
Was
especially for some of
Indiana
us.
Jones the last stuff that came out with that raised base plate?
No, the last one came out was in 2012 on the Pharaoh's Quest Scorpion Pyramid set.
I have an
Um,
Indiana Jones one.
Nice.
And these other ones.
They did the new Ford Eldorado where they brick built the raised base plate.
Do they use cliff panels?
Cliff panels.
The Merps and Derps and whatever they call them, yeah.
Yeah.
Get your merps and derps. I'm gonna start saying that. I like that. No, that's cool. I wish that they would make newer or remake them, especially with how rare it is to get your fingers on them. But I would love to have them myself. That would be cool to make a mod.
That is a fact. Lego did not make them. That's why they quit.
Lego didn't make those base
No.
plates.
No.
It was a third party maker, huh?
Yeah, somebody made them. They put it in their sets, and that something happened between them two, and that's when they quit doing it.
Dang. So maybe that's why they were thinner because it wasn't even Lego's official, ratio for their
I don't know if they had Lego printed on them or not.
stamp to them. Yeah.
Or stamped to them. They may have, but the people who made them quit doing them, or something happened, the contract ended, or something, and they just quit making them, and they went to flat, and you just built the terrain out of brick.
That's cool. I don't know. I definitely wish I had a couple. There's a few mocks that I could definitely make. There's one, I think it's like a tan one. I don't quite know what the set itself was, but it's a built up base plate, but then on the middle of it has like a hollowed hole in the middle where you can it's like a dungeon area or like a pool area, like a water area or something in the middle of it. But all around it itself, you can build up around it.
All right. It says here Lego phased out raised base plates in 2012 primarily due to high production costs, specialized manufacturing requirements, and design limitations. These vac formed hollow plates were fragile, difficult to store, and being not fully in system, less than a full brick height. They could not easily connect with standard bricks, which hindered building.
So the clutch power wasn't even there. Dang.
The production and cost. The raised base plates require a different, more expensive vacuum forming process compared to standard injection molded bricks. They were often outsourced, reducing profitability. Design limitations, at times lazy. Design of pre-molded terrain was criticized, and the uneven height made connecting them to standard modern builds difficult. Shipping and logistics, because they cannot be flat packed, they require large and efficient packaging and storage.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
an in-system issue. They do not align perfectly with modern building technicians. And I was looking up earlier when I was looking up the information that all the Lego peeps hated them at the time.
Really?
They did not like them,
But
and
now they want. Well,
now they want them.
I don't like a couple things about them, yeah, and they've already been mentioned, but yes, they do crack and chip way easier. And building on them is a little difficult because of not being able to put pieces in particular spots because there's actually less studs on the surface with
Oh.
all the angles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me wonder how much, if they were to reproduce them, how much that set would be nowadays, considering how bulky that piece of plastic is and the way that they like to price their plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I hate calling Lego plastic, but it is what it is.
And
Yeah.
the one that I got from Brett, it didn't have very many studs on top to build
Mhm.
from. It just had the outer edges with studs to put
So-
panels to build whatever you want. You really couldn't use imagination. It was
Yeah,
basically used to build a fort or whatever the set was supposed to be for.
yeah, that was my next comment there was now I feel like in a mock brain, you really don't have the area surface to mock much because of the limitation of, edges or studs there. That's
Mhm.
dang.
Yeah.
So there's a challenge in itself right there for mock builders. Nice. I like a challenge.
Well, like I said, they're just on the outside as the studs, so basically you could build a wall, but like you couldn't really put much detail in the wall.
Mhm.
If that makes any sense? Like you can nowadays they got different floors in buildings where you can put beds and tables, lamps, or whatever.
Mhm.
I mean, you could. You just have to build across, and I don't know if the base plate will handle all the weight of the brick or not.
Right. You might crack it.
Yeah, so weird. I mean, I think if you were just not going to mock and you just wanting to build the set that it came with, it'd be
Mhm.
perfect. And if you want that kind of nostalgia, to put on your shelf, with the original Ford Eldorado, you can build that, put it on your shelf, and it'd be fine. But if you wanted to mock something, I think it'd be very difficult to mock something out of them raised base plates.
Mhm.
And that could be the reason why they went just to the flat 16 by or 32 by 32 base plates and kept with those because you could build whatever you want.
More universal type.
Yeah.
Dang. I didn't actually know that.
That's right.
So as cool as they are, they're probably not worth it in the end.
They weren't hard to use, just had to push the first layer down with support from underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm hearing cracking and breaking. Like I don't put too much force on it.
All right. I think it's cool to have if you're a collector that collects, old vintage Lego and you build the actual set that it came with, to put in your collection. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a reason why no one wants to give me their old Lego. They know what'll happen with it.
Right. Between
I,
that and brittle brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That should be a topic we go through. Is brittle brown.
I
What
get
the
free
Yeah.
heck?
because they broke. Yeah.
On the brown store. Oh, okay.
The one that Brett gave me has a small crack on the side, but it's still usable. And I don't want to build on because I don't want to continue to break it. That's the only raised plate I have, and I kind of like it.
Mhm.
I can say I have one at least.
Right. I have two and I don't build on them either.
I probably would build with them.
Which is fine. That's what it's supposed to be for. But I think it'd be hard to mock. I don't.
Depending on the raised base plate, I feel like I could put it in the back corner of a layout or something and build off of that for like a higher point of a building or a mountain or something, depending
I
on
do
what it
looking
is.
at them online here. I do think the space one that's kind of flat that has the but it's still raised
The
would,
moon
would
one?
would be the moon one would be the best one because it has more studs on it that you can
Yeah.
use.
The only time I've ever seen that moon one is through video at a brick show. Somebody has put those out with their space mocks on the brick show, and it's really cool to see those with the space mocks because it's flat and it's got craters and it's got a bump and it's super cool.
Right.
I got 5 to 6. You only got 5 to 6, not 6 to 7? I'm kidding.
6,
I'm
7.
glue bricks up inside of the support. Okay. That's one way to do it, Big Nate, using that craggle on the inside. All right.
Well, see, I want to say I remember my friend had some of them that they put those popsicle sticks on the bottom and glued it to fix it.
That's cool. All right.
But
yeah, that's one way to do it, I guess. It gives you support. Well,
glue love, baby.
oh my gosh. Well, sounds like a good topic there. I really like that.
I mean, those raised base plates were kind of thin, so I could see somebody gluing them together to fix them, especially kids getting them when they first come out, stepping on them in their playroom, not realizing what they were doing, and they wanted to fix. I could see the parents getting the super glue out to fix it for them.
I feel like this might be a pointless comment, but I mean, like a lot of things I say are pointless, but this just, another one to add to that. But anyway, so what if they were to release a raised base plate and instead of it being hollowed on the inside, I'm not saying not saying make it solid, but put a base plate on the bottom of that raised base plate and then put structures ever so often on the inside. That could totally make it more structurally sound.
They could mold it where there is support from the mold in there.
True. Yeah. What's up, Zizu? Moo.
It's more for the nostalgia use than anything else, folks. That shows remember the raised base plate, raised base plates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. These plates are based. They are based. There's even moon-based ones.
See the Ford Eldorado, the new one. That could have been cheaper if they didn't do the base plate. They built a raised base plate out of bricks, so there was more bricks, more money. They could have done away with that.
You're talking the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay, now I agree that yes, they inflated the brick count. Yeah, they totally could have gone other routes to make the ramp and the leverage. But at the same time, Cliffy, we are in this day and age that is what they do with Lego sets. So I don't think that molding half a base,
No, they should have just done it flat. Just put it on a base plate and built it flat instead of building the raised base plate out of bricks.
You're saying just put the fort on a flat base plate instead of rock? Oh, I like it up on the rock though. Yeah, I'm bringing two. Yeah, you're funny. Never too old. The arm's fine. He did great. Yeah, I really love my tattoo. One of the best ones I got on my body. Other than, you know what? My brother probably did just about as good as the professional lady I went to. I got the Highlander on my calf and this one on my arm, and they are like perfect. I love it.
Well, that's true. I forgot that it opened. Never mind. Scratch that idea. It did allow it to open, I guess.
Allow it to open things. What do you mean by that?
The Ford Eldorado, you could open it up like a dollhouse kind of.
Like a dollhouse effect. Okay. Yeah. Got you. Yeah, and with the base plate, you couldn't do that. Well, you could. There's ways, but I see what you're saying. Flat ? The island would flood.
Okay.
That's why they were on a rock.
Okay, I get the point, but I mean, golly.
I love it.
I don't know.
I actually learned stuff tonight, both about regular base plates and raised base plates. Like,
yeah, we ought to throw out the challenge.
Do what?
So we all throw out that minifigures challenge. How many minifigures can you put on a 32 by 32 base plate?
Yeah. You know what? What if we tried that on Clicking and Bricking and like tried to be like, so here's a little challenge for y'all, just throwing it out there and see how many different people get a different answer.
Okay.
We should do a competition and say who can fill up a base plate full of the minifig club minifigs fastest.
Dang. Let me just get out my tote real quick.
I don't know.
That's funny. I like
He
building
likes
terrain.
building terrain. So yeah, I get
Mhm.
that. I mean, it's all good. But
Didn't they have an island base plate, Billy says? Oh, Billy, you're in vertical. Okay, no worries.
Oh, they did. I think they did. The Paradisa?
Paradisa. Oh, yep. Say that. Mail up here.
I think it was Paradisa. Maybe a pirate. I don't know. I think Paradisa had some raised base plates to build a house on.
It's 170 figs. I was just tossing numbers earlier. Oh, okay. So he's okay. I see what you're saying. I would love to see how many different people come up with an answer. Now, okay, now here's the other thing too. You don't just have a regular size minifig anymore. You have big figs, you have micro scale, you have trophy scale.
Okay, but a regular minifigure. Okay, let's set some parameters.
Yeah. Paradisa did have at least one, correct.
Yeah, it had I think it was a house because I think it had a pool, like a
He
swimming
called
pool.
me out. The driveway with a pool. Look at you. Yeah, look at you, Cliff.
Yeah. I think I saw that one.
Baby scale. Yep, that's right.
I think we were talking about that in one of our topic nights when we went over Paradisa.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yep, I remember. I forgot what color. I think it was pink and white, maybe. I don't remember.
Paradisa.
I don't know. Whoa.
Well,
How many more?
how many more what? Oh, you know what? I gotta get into YouTube. Hold on. Nah, we'll just do that. I know what we're doing next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Miss Heather, do you have any other things that you would like to add to this topic?
I like Lego.
I like turtles. Sorry. I like Lego.
There was a base plate. I do. Yes, those. I remember that. Okay, base plate that had a river paint or print on the base plate. Remember those?
Yeah. Okay. There were like 16 by 16s and whatnot with like river pieces running through them, and if you connected. Oh wait,
Yeah.
there was a 32 by 32 with like a corner of a river, and when you connected 4 of them, it made a whole island in the middle of that basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Good thinking, Billy.
The Forestman one had a river.
Nice. River, roads, smooth plates. Yeah, yep. See, the other thing too, they had the old road plates. I actually have an old road plate, and I don't know if anybody really knows about these. This road plate actually split down the middle like it was an earthquake, and then there was another plate under it that was actually lava colored. And so like you put the two halves together and it's a big old crack down the middle of your road. But I use it as a background for like mountains. So
I know people who cut up them road base plates, took the studs off, and built around the road.
what the heck?
Yeah,
People are crazy.
people
Are
are
they
crazy.
taking like a standing belt to it? Dang.
They just get scissors, knife, X-Acto knife.
True. They actually, I think there's two correct. They actually matched up with the road plates. Yes. Just different paints. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because the one end that I have, it has white lines in the middle of it, and it's the old light gray colored, but it's like cracked halfway through. It's not cracked, but like the design of it is supposed to be half your road is broken up.
Mm-hmm.
But when I looked them up on the internet, it definitely had like lava from the other end. Let me see if I can find one.
See, you could do. I didn't see all these base. This was a good topic, Cal. Base plates. Didn't think about having all this.
Yeah. So next week or 2 weeks from now, the topic I think shall be tires.
Let the rubber meet the road.
Is that it? I think that's it, but I don't know for sure.
Rubber hit the road.
You know, this base plate is actually pretty hard to find because I'm not finding it.
How many people? I think I have one base plate that has a river on it.
I have one.
Do you?
This
Yeah, I was
is
showing it to the backstage a while ago. But
okay. So that's that, but I'm not finding the other half of it that goes on top. I found the base plate with the lava print in it, but I did not find the top end of it. The piece that I have. The piece of resistance. Now let me okay, yes, this is the other thing too. Now that I looked through Google and it reminded me of this. I have a couple that are like, I'm just gonna guess the diameter because I can't quite remember of it. I think it's a 16 by 16 diameter, but like half of it is a road, is like smoothed out to be a road, and then the other half is actually nothing but studs.
Nice.
How that was from Studio Series, the Movie Maker line. Okay. Okay. The road plates had light gray, green, or dark gray to surround the road. All right. Because the top is considered a plate. Yes. Yep. The top of it was considered a plate. Yeah. No, that's cool. I really did. I enjoyed this one actually. And number 4. I mean, like literally these last couple. I mean, other than the smart brick, mainly because it was new and I wanted to throw it in there. But I think we've literally covered the basics of Lego from the ground up. Like
Really?
so, but yeah, I like tires. I like Lego tires. I like to smell the Lego tires. There's numerous different types of tires out there, and it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I honestly kind of think we should do next, 2 weeks away. I think we should do that topic in tires.
are we gonna be sniffing them? Or
I'll be sniffing them.
okay.
It will be the
I
30th.
I can tell you if they smell different.
This one was made in this factory. I could tell.
See, Billy likes tires. Yeah.
March 2nd will be the one.
Nice. But yeah, that's about all I got here.
Sounds like it.
All the info that I got. Y'all got anything you want to add?
Get your minifigures at TMC at the minifigclub.com.
Yeah.
Code MooCow25 and you'll get 25% off your first monthly subscription. Something like that, right? No.
Yeah,
something like that.
Cool. Well, if y'all are good, I think I'm good. I think we're going to call this one in the bag.
Well, don't forget, Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Coffee time.
Right.
Coffee
That's
time.
Right. And I'll be there again for this one, so that's great.
Dang it. Oh, yay.
I don't have to leave early this time.
Until Thursday. Until Thursday, we'll get a message. I'm going to have to leave.
That's funny, huh?
Don't manifest that, Cliff. By accident.
So yeah, I will be live again tomorrow night, doing my Tuesday thing.
Nice.
And if y'all are on the Tiki Talk, go find me on the Tiki Talk because I've kind of started doing that thing now. So
I guess so.
He's been live. He's been live every off second on TikTok playing the game.
Literally.
So now I know where to find him. If I can't find him on Instagram, I just go over to TikTok and he's usually streaming.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's what I'm about to do right now after this. So I don't know. It's a bug. I got a bug. So
I will be live Wednesday night this week. So
Nice.
In the jungle
In the jungle.
where the dinos roam?
Yes.
Because clicking ain't easy, but it's fun.
Hey, check out tomorrow's video. Cal's interview comes out tomorrow morning.
Oh, Cal's up?
Cal's
We're
up
gonna have to do
tomorrow.
a part 2. He cut me off.
I cut you off all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I said there might, dude. I really think there is going to be part 2s on some of these, like pigs, Heather's, yours, and Seth's. I mean, I could ask more, but for a video, 20 minutes is a pretty long video to watch.
True. Yeah.
So there might be a part 2s of these people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Love it.
heck yeah.
All right. So yeah, y'all go check out the Minifig Club again. MooCow25. You'll get 25% off your first monthly subscription. You also show support to mine of the crew and the TMC crew. So go check them out.
Heck yeah.
Any last words? Moo?
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
See you Thursday.
Moo.